Okay, hello my friends, and welcome back to another tutorial. Looking at Starfleet 2, Krellan Commander 2.0. Now, this next series of tutorials is going to be fairly intense, because this is a lot of later game stuff we're going to be talking about in these next tutorials. We're going to be looking at the strategic systems that give you access to friendly units, planets, all sorts of things in this game. The higher rank you become, the more tools you'll have in your toolbox. Like when you reach the second rank of Centurion, you get escorts, as you see in orbit with me now. Those are my 4 destroyer escorts. When you reach rank 4, Commander, you can start invading planets. When you are able to reach Prefect and afford an upgraded battlecruiser, you get upgraded probes. When you reach Sub-Admiral, you can do things like Fleet Command. So there's a lot going on in the strategic area. This first entry, I'm just going to take you through the very basics of what's in Strategic Command. We're going to have more detailed tutorials later. Got like 4 more tutorials for the strategic stuff after this. So there's a lot, but trust me, once you get in command of pretty much everybody in your sector, all your friends, you'll need all the tools in your toolbox that the game gives you in order to manage everyone. So there are several, if you're just going from the main menu, there are several shortcuts to get around some of the more commonly used areas of the strategic command. We're going to start with the main menu, hit G. Now you can see Fleet, Region, System, Planet, Escort, and Invasion. We're just going to take a quick look at these. We're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about those more in detail in some other tutorials. Well, not all of them, but some of them. So first we're going to look at this, Fleet. This brings up Fleet Command. Fleet Command is a relatively... it is a new thing for 2.0. It has been around for a little while for us playtesters. It is an amazing tool because here you have a bird's eye view of everybody in your fleet. Here are all your battle fleets, which are other battle cruisers like me with escorts, all your supply ships, all your Legion fleets, invasion ships. These are invasion ships, troop ships. These are troop ships. And here you have independent destroyers. And from here, you can give all kinds of commands. Now, you can't command your own escorts from here because there's separate things for that. But I can command other ships if I wanted to. I can get information on other ships. I could see how far away from me everybody is. That sort of thing. There are a lot of commands here. A lot of commands. I could see what everybody. I could see what everybody's orders are at a glance. There's a lot to Fleet Command. Don't stress too much about it. It's going to be a separate tutorial later. We're going to go through all the fun stuff in Fleet Command. Once you reach Sub-Admiral, you will be using this all the freaking time. Because once you reach Sub-Admiral, you have command of all friendly forces in the region. And don't let that sound daunting, because every rank in the game is meant to train you for the next rank. So once you reach Sub-Admiral, which is the 6th rank, you will have a lot of experience in dealing with the situations this game throws at you. So it might sound daunting just starting out, but it's like I said, like I keep saying, if an idiot like me can handle Fleet Command, anybody can, right? So this is the Fleet Command that you would that you will use to give your ships orders and to check on their status and whatnot. Now, these two things, region and system, these are the older ways you used to do what you can now do with Fleet Command. I'm just going to show them to you real quick. So region is, this is the region. All this stuff. This is the region. All the systems and everything, that's the region. So what, hang on. I hit F1 instead of escape. Yeah. So region will show you, say you want to see who else is in the system with you. So we're going to look at Space Forces. This shows us who else is in the system with us. So right now we're all in orbit. And the Javelin is out there too, just doing their thing. That's just in the system. Now, if you want to see everybody and you want to see all the Space Forces, this is where you would go, and you can scroll down and everything. You can see what everyone's objective is right now. This is the old way to do it, the pre-Fleet Command way to do it. You can still, give commands here. You can get... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Wonder why I can't get... That's weird. I wonder if it's a bug. Total Space Forces. Oh. Can't get data. Interesting. I wonder if that's a bug. Anyway, you should. What I'm trying to look at is like that, basically. For some reason, I don't know why. That might be a bug. Whoop. Yeah. Let's pause time. All right. So, so that is where you can get all the information about all your Space Forces, all your legions. These are all your. Interesting how those guys have no name. None. Oh, because they haven't earned a name yet. Right. Sorry. Once a legion proves itself in battle, it can earn a name, but some of them haven't yet. So legions are who you use to invade planets. And you can check on their status here. Warriors are the big guys. Shock troops are the guys you send in, troops you send in first to prepare for the warriors. There's going to be an invasion tutorial later. So don't stress. I'll show you how all that works. But these are your invasion forces, basically. These are your planetary forces. And you can also look at losses. I just started this practice missions to show all this stuff off, so there have been no losses yet. And there shouldn't be. All right, so system, it's basically the same thing. You can see all the Space Forces in the system. And all the legions in the system. There are none right now. So that is these two things are the old ways you used to use to manage the fleet before Fleet Command was created. Now you'll spend much of your time here, but these two are here, because they still work. No reason not to have them. So you have multiple ways to keep an eye on your fleet, but Fleet Command is the best way. And again, there's going to be a separate tutorial for that. Now, the planet section is, we touched on this a little bit before with the weapons tutorial, where we set up a general bombardment. We're not going to do that, obviously, but when you want to bombard a planet, this is where you can do it. Orbit control, if you want to look at the map, you can also select cities from here in order to if you want to bombard a specific city, you can select or if you want to invade a specific city, you select it from here. Again, we'll go over all that in the tutorial. But this is where you locate cities, you can bombard cities, that sort of thing. So this is where you basically either bombard specific cities or set up an invasion. This is where you do it from there. All right, so. And finally, we have Operation Big Brother. Now, Operation Big Brother is basically a spy operation. I haven't shown a tutorial of it because it doesn't happen a lot. You have to have a very specific set of conditions to do Operation Big Brother. Basically, what Operation Big Brother does, it sends down some Krellans in disguise. And what those Krellans do is infiltrate the planet, kind of sway the planet to our side, and eventually the goal of Operation Big Brother is to bring the planet into your empire without firing a shot. It can happen. It does happen. It doesn't happen very often, and it's a very specific set of circumstances. Like it has to be a certain tech level. It has to have, I think, a unified government. Blah blah blah. It can't be in the UGA. Those are the bad guys. So Operation Big Brother has a very specific set of circumstances in order to be used. You will not use it very often. But when you do, it's pretty neat because you'll start it and then you'll go off, do a bunch of other stuff, and it'll just keep ticking. Sometimes it doesn't work. But when it does, it's really neat because you'll just go off and doing other stuff, and the people on the planet are doing their thing, and they're swaying public opinion over to join the Krellan Empire, and eventually be like, oh, we have a new planet. So that is a way to conquer a planet without doing an invasion. But again, it only works on a very specific planets that you're not going to find a ton of. But you are going to find them. Every now and again, you'll find one that can do an Operation Big Brother. And it's from here that you will do that. Escorts are where you control your escorts. Like you see, I have 4 escorts. They're all in orbit with me. And I can give them... And there's going to be a separate escort tutorial, so don't stress about this too much right now, but you can change their formation, and there are several formations. You can change their targeting. Come on. You can set them to different targeting modes, which we'll get at in more detail in the specific escorts tutorial. And you can give them different commands. Like, select one. Right. No. Okay, hang on. I thought I just selected one. And then you can do different things with different escorts. So we'll get into more detail on that in the escort tutorial. And finally, their invasions. Which is different from... Okay, so... When you want to start an invasion, like an actual invasion of a planet that you're going to do the invasion of, you do it from here. You select the cities you want to invade, and then you hit invasion. So when you're actually doing the physical work of invading a planet, this is where you do it from. And again, there's going to be a separate invasion tutorial. Don't stress about that. But when you reach the level of sub-admiral and admiral, you can order other invasions. Like I can schedule an invasion of a planet. You have to survey it first, so I can't invade this planet now. But I could select that if it was surveyed, I could select this planet to invade, and then the invasion would start. You can also cancel a scheduled invasion if it's not going well, for example, or if you want to use those forces elsewhere, you can cancel an invasion. And the final thing is invasion moratorium. I almost said invitation for some reason. I don't know why. Invasion moratorium. That means only when that is off, Fleet HQ and other battlecruiser commanders can request and schedule invasions. When that is on, only you, the admiral, can schedule an invasion. I usually leave that on, but sometimes you can leave it off. It's fine. But I usually like to leave it on because I like taking very specific. I like taking very specific control over who's getting invaded. So that's a very handy thing, is the moratorium. So that's the basics of the strategic service. Oh, yes. That's the very basics of the strategic command and control things in this game. We're going to do some more tutorials about this stuff. The next tutorial is going to be an escorts tutorial. We're going to have an invasions tutorial. We're going to have tutorial about the war map and how this is different from the nav map. Alt N is the nav map, Alt W is the war map. Alt nav map shows you stellar phenomena, just real quick, like ion storms, which move around the map. And it shows you the class of system. The war map tells you whether a system has been surveyed or not, and whether it's hostile or neutral, that sort of thing. So we're going to have a tutorial about not only the war map, but upgraded probes, because when you reach a certain level and you can afford to purchase an upgraded battle cruiser, you have upgraded probes. And so we're going to talk about that as well. And then the final strategic tutorial will be about good old Alt-F Fleet Command, which is insanely useful. So yeah, that's the basics. That's the very basics of the strategic systems you will be using, especially later in the game, to manage your fleet and your invasions. Again, it might seem daunting because if you haven't done this, it might seem daunting. It's not really. Once you get to this point after playing the game, it's going to fit on like a glove. Trust me. Again, I'm an idiot, and if I can do this, anybody can do this. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and we will see you for the next one, which will be about escorts. Escorts are your best friends in this game, and you will rely on them for a load of tasks. They will give their lives for you, and you can use them in a variety of ways. So that's what we're going to cover next. Thank you for watching. And again, if you have any questions or comments, constructive criticism, leave them in the comments below. Thank you.